What do you really, truly want? And why is it so important that you don't give up on it? That's what I'm talking about today. Ready? Let's go. Welcome back. My name is Dom and I help people to step into their truth and power. So the past couple of weeks I've been talking a lot about desire. And today I really want to focus in on that desire that you really have, because that desire is an energy of creation. It is the start of where all manifestations for us, both big and small, begin. Even when we look to God, God himself had a desire to create the earth, this world, and the universe, and to put us here. And he gifted us to also have desire to spark our own creation while we're here. Love, and that pure love from which we come from. That pure love of God is about expanding. It's unlimited. Desire is an energy of creation that is unlimited. I really want you to get this concept, because desire is never about contracting or shrinking or limiting or hiding. It's always about the unlimitedness, the abundance of what is possible. And expressing that love from within, that love and abundance for what's possible in many different ways that we go about our life. That's expansion, and that's growth. And that's what desire truly is. So everything is at the effect of some kind of desire. Everything is at the effect of some kind of desire that you have in your experience while being here on this planet. Everything. Just pause for a moment and think about it, and you'll begin to realize how true that is. So everything is at the effect of some kind of desire. But here's the thing. Most of us have been taught since we're little that desire can be bad. That we need to block our heart's desires, that we can't have this and we can't do that. And that you should fear having desire. Like desiring money is bad because it's the root of all evil. Or desiring sex is bad and we shouldn't have that kind of desire. My friend, we shouldn't fear desire, and we shouldn't control or suppress our desire, because all of that is rooted in fear, and it's limiting, and it's constricting. God's not about limitation. He's about us experiencing abundance and joy in the things we're called to do and become. Our heart's desires help lead us to the truth of who we really are and our purpose for being here. And so when we fear our desire, we actually imprison ourselves. We imprison our mind, we imprison our hearts, we imprison our souls. That's not what God is all about. I don't believe. He's not about imprisoning us. He loves us, and he wants us to live in the truth that he has personally scripted for us so that we can experience and live in freedom, true freedom. He gave us desire to be, do, and have anything our hearts desire. Desire is good. The only time it's not good is when we load it up with resistance. We've been taught to resist or suppress our desire. Well, resisting or suppressing is the resistance I want to talk about here. We've been taught to be limited. We've been taught to fear them. Well, when you try to suppress desire, that's like suppressing the God within you, the creation that wants to come out. A part of your soul dies if it's unable to express or create what it's desiring. We can't suppress love. We can't suppress what we truly desire. We can try, of course, but eventually it's going to come out. And if it doesn't come out, we're going to be feeling trapped. We're going to be feeling stressed. We're going to be feeling unfulfilled. And before long, that will affect our health. This is how emotional habits and addictions are sparked, because we try to fill the void in our heart's desires through the use of distraction. So we don't have to look or feel or fear the emptiness that we're really feeling inside. So understand that your heart's desire is really the source of God for what's true and right for you. Desire is one of those things that allow you to have that direct connection with God from that place of creation coming out of your heart. It's only when our desires become an obsession or a needy attachment that it becomes a problem. My friend, desire is good, but we have to learn how to master our desire. We want to resist controlling it and learn how to master it. And the difference between mastering our desire and controlling our desire, when we control our desire, we have a tendency to shut things down or ignore things. But when we master, we don't shut it down, we don't ignore it, we pay attention to it. We're not looking to shut down or control. We're actually very aware of what our desires are. We're in relationship with it. We are building relationship with it. We're trying to understand the intention underneath of why we're feeling and thinking those desires that we're having. And understanding where they're coming from. Is it coming from your heart or is it coming from your mind? Is it being sourced from a place of goodness, or is it being sourced from a place of trying to manipulate other people to get what you want? So in mastering them, we want to be in good rapport and relationship with our desires, because when we do that, when we understand where the intention of the desire is coming from, then we become empowered. We become empowered to make a choice. We're given an opportunity to make a choice on moving forward in that desire, maybe just holding back in that desire, maybe consciously postponing the desire, leaning into the desire. We have choice. We're not ignoring it. We're not suppressing it. We're very aware of it. We're embracing it, but we're making a conscious decision at that point in terms of how we're going to respond. And so approaching it from this way, we can now discern if the desire is coming from our heart, because desires from our heart are always a good thing. They're always good. The intention is always good when it's coming from our heart. We can trust this. We want to allow this voice in our heart to speak to us. We don't want to shut it down. We don't want to ignore it, and we don't want to control it. We want to be in relationship with it so that we can make good choices to bring this into our life so that we can manifest these desires for ourselves. So my friend, desire is good, but know that whatever you desire and manifest, you have the ability to create it again and again, and even make it something different. So resist becoming so attached to them and be open and willing to step forward into where your heart is leading you to create and expand into. But when we're in our head and asking all of the questions, what if this happens? How about that? All these questions that pop up in our heads, it stokes the fears within us and puts a lid on our ability to remain open and willing. It puts a lid on our ability to expand and grow and to have new and exciting experiences. So what are some of the fears that may be showing up? Well, we fear losing our life. We fear losing our money. We fear losing our freedom. We fear failure. We fear of losing our health. We fear of losing friends or relationships. We fear of being judged by others. We fear of taking responsibility for the one thing we are responsible for that nobody is, our own life. We only lose these things by fearing to lose it. So desire is not bad. It's actually good. It's us loading it up with all this baggage and bullshit that keeps us in resistance with it. So how do you break this? It comes down to asking yourself one question. Are you ready? Here it is. What do you want? What does your heart really want? And practice asking this question so much that you don't get that fear on the other side, which is focused on the how. How is it going to happen? And asking all those questions. We'll be shown the how, but only after we say yes to being open and willing to receive it. If we shut it down because we don't know the how, we keep ourselves from experiencing and receiving the desires that we have. So you can have anything that your heart desires. It's truly your choice. And so that's what I really wanted to hit upon today. Just love it. Resist, when you ask this question, what do you want? Resist judging it. Love being in desire and wanting to create and grow. Just love it all. Desire is not the source of evil. Don't suppress it, don't control it, don't fear it. Embrace it and become curious of it. Your desires hold the key to experiencing your life in full richness and freedom and love, not only for what you do, but who you are being in all of your doing. And so with that, I'm curious, what was the one thing that really spoke to you today in this video about desire? Drop it in the comments below because I want to encourage you to embrace that and really begin living it out. And if you're needing help gaining some clarity around what your desires are and would like to explore the opportunity to receive some help, click on the Speak with Dom link in the comments below. This will give you an opportunity to speak to me one-on-one for 20 minutes. It's free. I want to be able to give you whatever support possible that I can provide. Also, if you found value in this video today, I invite you to pay it forward simply by sharing this video online with your friends and family. You just may be helping another person to hear or receive something that they need to know, and you'll be helping me to get this content out to more people as well, so I would appreciate that support. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Until I connect with you again for my next video, stay well, stay healthy, stay in desire, and stay empowered.